Hi everyone, this is Abrar. Welcome to Abrar Knowledge channel. Today I'm going to share a tips how to create a Google form. Google form, you all know that it is widely used by many people, like the event manager or the students or college goer or all the people widely used for various purposes to collect the information or to collect the document or to collect the opinion, to collect the suggestion and all that. So this is going to be very interesting. I'm going to share a simple tips, and as you all know that Google Form is a very free one. All you need to do is you need to go and pick up the template and use it, have a use it. And one more thing is before I go further, and I also wanted to say that form already built in such a way that so we can pick up the template and then modify accordingly to our requirement. Let's have a go. So let's see how we can do it. So go to you can take any browser, maybe Edge or Chrome or anything. Have a go to it and then look for Google Form, and then Google Form link has appeared. So this is the form you will get it. So Google Form and general form, right? So this is not your computer. So if you wanted to use it from mobile and if you want to take it as an applicant and all that, you can use it. But generally, you need to go here. Go to Google Form, and then this is the window will be coming up to you. So start from new, so that means blank or blank quiz and all that. You This is the new one. And so for example, what I recommend is you pick up from the template gallery so that you can use it accordingly. Otherwise you have to build from the scratch, right? And also I will walk you through. This is the symbol of Google Form, and you can also have a search. For example, if you wanted to look for an assessment, you will search for an assessment, right? So you can do that way also as well. And then the recent form which you have worked, it will be appearing here, and all these one which you have done in testing and all that is appearing here. And then this is the gallery which I am talking about, template gallery. So just step number one, go to Google Form and go to template gallery. Yeah. So in that, all the information, all the for example blank quiz or blank form or quiz and RSVP contact information and find a time, and all these things will appear for you, like t-shirt, sign up, event registrations, and order form, job application, event feedback, time off, work request, customer feedback. And education, again you have a blank template available where you can do from the scratch, or you have exit ticket, assessment, and course evaluation, worksheet, and all that. You have been given multiple options, but what I suggest is you take it from the template itself and then do modify. That will be much easier because the default setting will be inbuilt in it. So let me take two example. One I will create from the template, and the one which I have created with a modified setting, that also I will elaborate. So let us take event feedback. Yeah. So you have conducted an event and you wanted to gather the feedback, that you can do. So I'm just clicking here. So this is the symbol, you will get it. And then this is, for example, if you wanted to change the image and all that, you can do. So this is event feedback. Let's say you wanted to change some of these wordings, you can do that. So event conducted on maybe 1st Jan, something like that. So if you wanted to do any modification, you can do. You can any slice and dice any wording, you can modify. So for example, you how satisfied were you with the event, and let's say this is the symbol, and where you can just, this is linear scale. Let's see what are the things you will have, right? So for example, you have a file upload, you have drop down, and you have all these things. So what I also wanted to do that is, let's see, this is required column. So this is very important. So this is question number one, and this is the required field, and that means we cannot skip this field. So system will give asterisk star mark there. So this is the star mark, you will get it. How relevant and useful do you think it was for your job? That you can give a summary, and then you can write the short summary, and then you can, this is very interesting, so you can also accommodate all these within it. For example, so this is called multiple choice grid. Multiple choice grid meaning like the same theme, under that you can have a sub theme also as well. For example, theme is satisfied, how satisfied with your logistic transportation and all that. So then you can say, yeah, when it comes to accommodation, when it comes to welcome kit, when it comes to communication, email, transportation, welcome activity, I liked all this. So you can just say, so we can say like, uh, inquiry about, or maybe map context and available information. Maybe if you wanted to have, you can also add these up also as well, like any slice and dice. If you, for example, if you wanted to remove of any of the things, like say welcome activity I don't want, so you just click here, it will go off, right? So like this 9 activity are there now, instead of 1 to 5 you wanted to have 6 and all that, you can do that also as well. Let's say I wanted to make it 6, 7, and so on and so forth, 8, 9, and 10. So let's say I do not want the this is what very important. Generally when you're taking the survey, do not have in between the discrete data, right? So for example, if they select not applicable, although it will not consider it into calculation, when you're doing it manually it will be difficult, so get rid of it, just have number. If you wanted to collect only with the text, you collect only with the text. And then let's see what it is there. Additional feedback on listic, how which session did you find it more interesting, so you can talk about that. And then how satisfied you are and all that. So name, this is optional. If you, even if you wanted to make it mandatory, you can do that as well. So once it is done, so you can see on the down you have some options. For example, let's say you wanted to make it some interesting subheading. How to do that? You have something called equal to symbol, that is called section. Let me click on that. So I think the section has been added. So section has been added. So this is, let's say, main question about the event, right? So okay, maybe you wanted to make it as come together, you can do that. So maybe you can just club it. So maybe if they drop down, it will just it will just, if you click it, it will just expand their options and all that, so that farm will look very very neat and very clean, right? So let's say this topic I want, let's say some of these things I wanted to give. For example, this one I wanted to give any and one more heading, right? Let's say click here and then add this one, you will get added. I mean, this is the section one, let's say part one of the event, something like that. So you can also have these also as well. So again, if you wanted to have click here, so everything will get combined. And let's say this is your general questions, okay, overall questions, and then followed by this thing. And you can also point to this one. So let me go back. Let me go back. This is the first section, one of three. It talks about the event and it gathers the first high level feedback, right? And then it goes on, right? Two of three, so maybe two of three, I can say part two. And here we are collecting, furthermore theme wise feedback. Okay. And then this arrow mark will help you to, drag all these questions into that theme. And then part three. So you see here, there is in every section, end of this section, let's say it will ask like where you want to go. After section 1, where do you want to go? Let's say I wanted to go to section part 2, right? So after this will go here, right? So after the part 2, I wanted to go to main questions, furthermore main questions, you can go here. And then after this one, automatically it will get ended, so the event will get ended. So this is all about. So you wanted to add a photo, yeah, a video, you can do that. So you can pick up from the library, and where you can pick up from the URL, your URL which you have Google Drive and all that. If you kept it, you can pick up, or you can pick up from the Google also as well. So an image also the same thing. So you can also add the titles to it. For example, these, feel free to take up the survey. Your survey is important to us. Something like that. You can also have it do that. So this is how you can create this one. Maybe I'm just giving. So this is the main, and you wanted to move it. So how to move it? So drag and drop it. Drag, and you wanted to make it in the beginning, right? So you can just drag it. You see here how I'm easily dragging it. You need to hold that particular question or particular title, drag in and out. So for example, if you wanted to push down, you can do that. So how to do that? So when you select it, blue line will be appearing it. From the blue line, if you wanted to go down, you can do it. If you wanted to go up, you can make it, and anything freezing can do. And also what you will have, you can add the description also as well, right? If you want, you can add the description. That's it. So this is getting saved online. You don't need to do anything. Let's say you wanted to take a import the questions, you wanted to import the question in Excel or CSV format, you can do that. Or you wanted to ask one more questions, right? You can do that also as well. Let me add one more question. Where it is got added. So here it is got added. So one more question. So let's say, so tell me, okay, uh, how was the YouTube demo for you? Let's say I'm just giving this question. Let's say I'm just, default is multiple choice questions. I'm just giving the same thing. And let's say you can give five of, I know you can give add all. So automatically it will add all. And then you can say, you know, this is the one, right? So this is how you can do that. And once it is done, so it is all saved, and you wanted to preview it, how to see all changes are saved in Drive. That we don't need to control s, you don't need to save anything, all gets saved automatically. Let's have a go, like responses. In responses, since I have not submitted anything, I will not have any response as such, right? So let us go further. So on this one, this is very useful, right? So for example, theme, customized theme, you wanted to change the color, right? First you wanted to change the theme. For example, image upload, and then you can do any other things. For example, let's say you wanted to change this one. Since it's the event, you wanted to change some other things, you can just absolutely do that. You can pick up from the library as such. Illustrations, and maybe food and dining. Okay, so let's say this was the one which was there, and maybe I will change it this one, okay, and it will get added. So all you need to do is blue line. You just have enter. That's it. It got added. So let's say you wanted to change the color. Automatically, relevant color will get added. No worries, and then you can just do apply. That's it. Now the form has got different things. So go with the same color which is been given by Google, because see, the minute I change it, and automatically the header and all that been changed. So it is good, right? So it is very fancy, and it is very good. So, and then you have something. This is customized theme. You have sent. This is very important. Yeah. So then you wanted to send it to somebody. You can do that. Even feedback. Please, you can write the subject. Please take up the survey, something like that. You can write it, and you can write the customized email, and then include form in email. You can do that. If you wanted to address to somebody, you can address. And this is very important. Yeah. So this is a long form, right? Somebody it is missed to have, right? So you can do the shorten of the URL, right? No, this URL is very, very crisp, right? So copy this URL, right? And then if you wanted to do the same thing with the width and all that, you can do that also as well. Directly, you can share it in Facebook or Twitter, or I have just copied this one. Let me just run it here. So this is the feedback I have got it. I'm going to do that. This is it shows that. Let me take the feedback and I will give you what how the dashboard it appears. Yeah. So required and how was the training? I'm gonna say 5, and how was the event? I'm gonna say 5, and then next form. So I just broke into part, right? So part two again, you can write down the part 2, and what was the key takeaway? Lot of learnings, right? You can be specific. I'm just for the training purpose, I'm just giving it. Let's say you are happy with all the things, right? So if you wanted to increase the scale to 10, you can do that, and some of the thing you wanted to skip, you can do that. Any of the things you can do that. Okay, and so the scale is 10 is here, so I'm just marking 8 just for the training purpose. So I think I missed something. Yeah, so I missed this one. Yeah. So and then you can give next. The next form will open, that is called main form, the part 3. So your answer, additional feedback, no. Hang on, everything was good, right? And so did you attend and relevant and all that, you can just give rating accordingly. And if you wanted to customize this question, you can do that. And so again, you can give satisfaction score, and you can give overall feedback. Let's say everything was great, and you can give a name. Let's say a broad knowledge, something like that I would like to give, and then you can submit. That's all. So I think some mandatory field is missing, so no problem. So you can just submit this form. The form has been submitted. Your response has been recorded. Okay. So let's see how it comes in. I have taken as a participant. Let's see how it comes in dashboard. Yeah. So I'm just going back here, and yeah, I'm just going back to this. See that one response is being collected, right? So, and one response, that's what I have submitted. So it is responded, and it gives everything, right? How was the demo? And it gives like what was the scale. It comes very beautiful dashboard actually. Like you can get this, what was the score and all that, and how relevant it was, and multiple people, if you take it, it comes even more beautiful, right? So this is how you create a form, that one which we have done for registration, how to do that. Let's assume that what else we have a feature. So let's see that. So this is what we have saw. Send, you can, if you wanted to send, customize the link, customize the message and all that, you can do. And there is also available, like, you can do the setting. You wanted to make a copy of that, and you wanted to move to folder, you can do. You can, if you want to delete, you can do. Get the pre-filled link if you want to do, and you wanted to print the questions and add the collaborator, and all these you can very well do. So once it is done, you wanted to have a preview how it will be, like you can do this also as well. That we have already done it, right? So what will happen now, this has been changed, right? So it will be there in my event, I mean it will be there in my form. Okay, let's do another one. So this is how you have to create the form. And one more thing, what is very very fascinating is, let's say the one which I have practiced is, let me show you. This is a template gallery. Anything and everything, please pick up from this gallery, and it has given a very beautiful one. And let's say you wanted to do validate the answer, how to do that. So let me show you that also as well. Let's say, so you have assessment. I mean, in the assessment I can show you off feedback. Okay, assessment, yeah. So this is assessment, I'm just giving it. This is the second I'm just giving it. Okay, for you to demo purpose. Example, that's a field name I have given, and I'm just going to remove all this sentence and say, yeah, this is for practice purpose. Yeah, and then so this is the basic question. So, for example, name, email ID, quiz, questions, and all that. The first question, for example, this is what I wanted: capital of India. Example. So the say, let's say I'm giving some options: Chennai, let's say Pune, let's say Delhi, let's say Hyderabad. Okay, so let's say these are all the options are there, right? So let's say this is the actual answer of that one, right? How to pick up that one is add answer key. Listen, this is very important part. Answer key, and then capital of India is Delhi, right? Let's say you wanted to give for this question you wanted to give 5 points. Example, just give five, and then at the end you have something called done, right? The correct answer is because XYZ. Maybe we can also put it that way also as well. So you can give okay, and that's it. So this has been done. So let's say you wanted to required field, right? Next column you have second questions. Let's say who won the latest World Cup cricket, right? Example, let's say I wanted to give some options. Let's say India, let's say Australia, let's say New Zealand, let's say Pakistan, and all this. And I don't want the, multiple options. So let's say England and all that is there. Okay, so the answer key is, let's say this is the answer. So I wanted to multiple one. I'm just unselecting it. I'm just giving for India. If it is India has been told, it is going to be fine. Okay, let's say only two questions I've added. So for the practice, and let me delete the third one, and I will submit this form as such. So this delete this one, and title again. I'm just going to delete this title also as well. Okay, and also you can just like above, you can also have any further question. If they have, they can text it. So maybe I'm just uh, deleting this also as well, and done, right? So now this form is ready now, right? Only two question it has. One, what is capital of India, and then who won this match. So what you do, go to response, and then you have something called theme. If you wanted to have a theme, you can select the theme. Remember, you go to image uploader, pick up from the same thing, right? So it will be easy for you, right? So this is assessment, right? So accordingly, you can depend upon your theme, you can select it. Let's say I'm just going illustrations or a school. Okay, I'm just taking from this book itself. Okay, just say this one, and just see around, just apply it, automatically the color will get changed. Okay, and if you need to have that color, you can have, otherwise you can definitely change it. And now I'm just sending this link how to do that. Go, and this is the email where you can address and all that. And the title which I have given, it is being pulled here, and then you can shorten the link, and you can apply. That's it. Okay, this link is being now copied, right? So let's see how it goes. Yeah, just paste this one. So let's say I'm just giving my name, and the email ID is mandatory. So just giving my email ID. Okay, so once it is done, you can take a quiz. Yeah. So capital of India. Let's say I'm just giving the answer. The answer will not get revealed in the form. And who won the India? India won this. So the questions will get shuffled, right? We'll talk about that also as well. Submitted. So, so if you wanted to see the recorded score, you can see that. Yeah, so 10 out of 10, right? So because that was the right answer, capital of India 5 out of 5. And who won this one? So you will get this answer very very quickly, right? So if you wanted to, if you're worried about how to correct it and all that, you assign the answer to the system. It will do automatically by itself. You don't need to do anything extra, right? So let me go back to form again. So multiple people see the responses, and it is very fast actually. Like you can do that, and you can just you can just have any number of people. If they keep taking it, it will automatically come here. So this, see that it gives a statistic 10 out of 10. Median point is 10, range is 10, and this is the 10 point, and how much they have got the score, and which they have selected and all that. The nice dashboard it comes, right? And question wise dashboard also it comes, like, yeah. And individual question wise also you will get it. Okay, and this is how you need to do it, and it is very very easy. And apart from this, you can also have a question like get email from the new one. Let's say you can also do that. One second. Accepting response, yes. For example, if you wanted to close this one, you can close the form. And let's say create a spreadsheet, you can create the spreadsheet. Okay, and so get an email, yes. So you can enable that also as well. Whenever somebody takes it, you will get an email. The creator of this form will get an email. Select expand destination. You can download it, you can print it, or you can delete this also as well. So many variety of options you have. Let's say you wanted to hold the answers. Let's say this is the response, and you have, okay, so this is the question, this is the summary. In the summary, let's say you wanted to hold this one, right? So what you can, I think it is already released, so you can also hold and send that also as well, right? Hold for review. Let me show you that options. So let me, okay, so this is the shortening of the link. One second. So total point 10 individuals. Yeah, in the individual one. So in this one, you can also add feedback, and you can hold for review, and then you can accept it. Let me show you where it will be. One graded response. Yeah. Okay. So maybe I will go here. Yeah, this is the area where you can just show the full summary inside, what is that one and all that. And also, so since it is only one, it is not showing up, but here you will have, so you can hold for review and then publish that one, right? So that is also you can do. I hope this video is very useful for you, and it is very in depth. And you can have a practice the same way and make use of Google form. And it is very easy, and it is very free also as well. Like, people can take from, even if you create this form in the system, anybody can take it easily from mobile and all that. And it is secured also as well. Any changes you do, it gets stored, all changes get stored. And thank you so much once again, and please do like, share, and subscribe my channel. You have a wonderful day ahead.